What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video that no one asked for, but I'm still gonna do it. Just because I really enjoy it when our artists do this and kind of explain their songs and their writing process. I really like it. So if anything, it'll be good for me to look back and just be kind of like oh, this is where I was, and you haven't grown since then, Ethan. But regardless, if you've listened to my song One Key, hopefully you liked it. And this is just kind of my writing process, thought process, whatever, in making it. So this is the first song I ever made with Logic Pro X, which is Apple's music recording software, as far as I know. That could be wrong. Which is why it's amateur. Everything I make is amateur. But it's better than everything else. Kind of. Look at him. Anyways. So, One Key, when I first wrote the song, it was on January 1st of 2020, actually. So, I think it was like 1 or 2 in the morning or something on January 1st. And I was sitting down on my keyboard and I just started playing one key on my keyboard, which is the D, which is what you hear at the beginning of the song. And just hitting one key. And then I was like, if it only takes one key. And then I'm like, that's like super meta. It's kind of like Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, you know, it goes like this, the fourth, the fifth. It's like you're singing what you're playing. I'm pretty sure there's a word for that. I'll put it on the screen if I find it. There's probably a musical term for that. But anyways, kind of meta. I thought it was neat. And at that time, I was watching a lot of videos of like these people on YouTube, and there's nothing wrong with those channels. They have great advice, but they're all like top 10 best ways to get it in the music industry, and like the number one tip you need to know to get fans. Everything was like the number one, and it was like, this is what you need, and like they sound like it's like that easy, and it only takes one key. So you see what I'm getting at here? And so the first lines, if it only takes one key to unlock the door, or refers to that, then it's a good thing, because one key is all I have. When I say one key is all I have, I mean like this song, one key. The song One Key is all I have right now. And so I took it a step further, and then I say I'm such a minor thing, and I play a minor chord, because once again, we're kind of following musically and lyrically in the same they're in tune with each other. That's what I'm trying to say. And I say I'm such a minor thing, I try so hard to be profound, and the major things that I'm not. Major thing, I go to a major chord. With those lines, that was actually one of the first things that I sang on, because I had recorded it. It was just recording on my phone, and I'm pretty sure I just freestyled those lines, because I'm such a minor thing, and I play the minor chord, and I don't know, it just came to me, because it's true. Like, most of what I'm doing, I'm trying hard to be, deep and profound, when I'm just not there yet, and I feel like when you're trying to be deep, it shows, and then you don't end up actually being deep. Does that make sense? Like, the very act of trying, or like forcing it, mostly, makes it less impactful than if it just came about naturally. And that's a big problem for me, is that I want to be deep, and I want to be profound, and I want to have some sort of impact, obviously. But sometimes you just don't. You just can't. The major thing's that I'm not profound. And I feel like that statement in and of itself is ironic, because it's a little bit, I don't want to be a little pretentious, but it is a little bit profound. It's realizing that. So it's ironic, a little bit. So after that, you go into the little instrumental thing, and then I say, where do I take it from here? The second verse is such a curse. And those lines are in reference to the second portion of my life. Where do I take it from here? is kind of a callback to the song What Comes Next, which is after high school, like we've graduated, where do I take it from here? The second verse, or like the second chapter of my life, is such a curse because I don't know what I'm doing, right? Is it what I feared? The pen's not in my hand. So that's mostly like, it's kind of like the are we predetermined, or like can we make our own choices? Like who's deciding how my life goes? Is it me, or is it external influences, or is it like, am I in control is basically what I'm saying when the pen's not in my hand. Is that like that? Because that's what I fear, is that I don't have any control over like where my life goes. And then yeah, you go into the little instrumental portion, and then you get to kind of this bridge sort of thing. There's no defined chorus of the song, which I find I have a tendency to do sometimes. But yeah, this is as close to the chorus as you get, and this is also as repetitive I get, usually. I try to steer away from that because I try so hard to be profound with the major things that I'm not. But yeah, when I say I've seen the world and I don't know if I fit, I've seen the world and I don't know if I fit, I've seen the world and I don't know if I fit, I've seen the world, I just want it to see me. Super straightforward. I think you can kind of, extrapolate the meanings of those lines. I see the world, and you don't feel like you fit. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. And then I say, I just want it to see me. I just want it to see me. I just want you to see me. And the you is no one specific, by the way. I wanted to make it a little bit more like personal. Like I want you to see me, what I'm trying to do here with my life. So it's still general. I'm not talking to anyone specific. But yeah. And then I say, if it only takes one. This is kind of the big finale of the song. I tried to make it big with the guitar and everything. You'll see in a second. If I say, if it only takes one key, I'm calling back to the first lines of the song to unlock the door. Then it's a bad thing instead of a good thing. I kind of like those beginning, kind of where you end, but with like a slightly different perspective. If you watch my video Morton, it's the same sort of thing. You end where you begin with a slightly different perspective. That's what's happening here. Instead of having one key being a good thing, now it's a bad thing because I must have thrown it away. Basically, I'm just feeling like I wasted my chance. My opportunity has already passed. I've thrown away the one key. This song isn't as good as it could be. I've thrown it away, basically. So yeah, that was the idea behind the lyrics. They're okay. And yeah, as far as the recording goes, I was just messing around with this program. I already explained the majority of it. You start off with one key. And then minor chord, major chord, and then this part here, I just wrote on the piano. Jeez, this part here. Really simple. This is like, it's super simplistic song actually. I got one key, I got like it's simple chord progression. It's very, yeah, it's very simple. And as far as the drum tracks go, I just had Logic Pro is really nice because you can just throw drummers in there, and I've been trying to learn drums to get better at making my beats more dynamic and kind of making them a integral element of the song. But for this one, it was kind of just, we need a beat, so here's a beat, which I'm not super proud of because I like everything to have like a purpose and a meaning, but it works. The other thing that I added with the vocals is these little whispers, and those come after some of the statements. Like at the end of the first verse here is like, what is it? The major things that I'm not, and then the whisper take is you're not. And so basically it's kind of playing a role of like a voice in my head or like a whisper in my ear, which is just like, it's confirming my fears. When I say in the second verse, is it what I feared? The whisper is, yes, it's what you feared. So it's like, it's all of the negative confirmations of my concerns and my fears, is that, you know, I'm not profound. The pen's not in my hand. I don't have control. Not that I'm a control freak or anything, but like, hey, you kind of want to be the author of your own life, right? And then when I say I've seen the world and I don't know if I fit, the whispers are, you don't fit. You don't fit. It's a very, it's fairly somber song, actually, and it doesn't end on a high note. At the end, I've thrown it away, but it sounds like dynamic. Since I wanted it to be big at the end here, I found this kind of, it's like a simulated guitar, and then I just played, I don't know, just fiddled around with it. And as far as the piano goes, it calls back to the beginning where I'm just playing one key, but this time I'm playing it in octaves. So really I'm not playing one key, I'm playing two keys, but it's the same note. And I'm just like hammering it down. And the point is that since the lyrics are calling back to the first part of the song, also the music is. So yeah, that's the song. Overall, fairly somber tune. I wanted to release it on the same day that I wrote it, just a year later. Just kind of a nice little, I don't know, callback, which is the same way that the lyrics does. It's a little meta. I try to make it interesting. But hopefully you enjoyed the song. Let me know what you think. And if you like this song and this type of video, just, you know, let me know. I really enjoy when artists kind of explain their process and their thought process and what their lyrics mean. And so I thought maybe I'd give it a try. And I like talking about my songs. I do. So this has been fun. Hopefully you made it this far in the video. Thank you very much. You're awesome. And I'm getting better at recording. So stay tuned. More songs on the way. Thank you.
I'm such a minor thing. I try so hard to be profound in the major thing. The major things that I'm